everybody, in today's video I am super excited to share with you all the polishes I wore for the month of March. um March was supposed to be the month of greens. I was super excited. It made so much sense in my head, and then I just like couldn't find the motivation just to do my nails in general. I was sick, there was a lot going on, Justin was sick. I did some yard work, like just all these things sort of got in the way of me wanting to paint my nails like as much as I should have. And then I got tired of green. Surprise, surprise. This happens to me almost every single year where I'm just like, why did I agree to wear all this green? And so I don't have a ton to talk about. I didn't wear a ton of things. I did okay, but I could have done better. And then after I talk about all the polishes I wore, we'll go over the little like teacher board, discuss the goals, grade me, see what we think, what is in the grade book. Am I flunking? Am I passing? Am I going to be valedictorian? What's going on? So first manicure I wore, I really loved. I felt like I started off the month with a bang. I was super excited about this. I was like, a month of greens is gonna be so easy when I put this on because I was so excited about it. I was like, psh, easy peasy lemon squeezy. But I know how I am. I don't even know why I agree to these like random things in my head, but here we are. So first up, I wore Illamasqua in the shade Nomad. Oh my gosh, you guys, I loved this color. It's so flattering. It's so beautiful. Two easy coats to get opaque. Just, it was beautiful. I was obsessed with this, but I wanted to be a little bit extra, right? Because I have the goals in mind when I paint. So I decided to do a little topper. So I topped it with Sinful colors in the shade Wicked Gaze. It's just a gorgeous sort of like teal sparkly glitter topper in a clear base. There is a little sticker on here that says black light technology. I don't know if this glows in the dark or glows under a black light. I was not around any black lights. The opportunity never presented itself. I don't live in that kind of world where there's just black lights everywhere. So I'm not sure what that's about, but this combination together was so pretty. It was very bright. It was eye-catching. I got a lot of compliments on it, and I was overall very impressed with both of these polishes. Then I broke a few nails. I think I broke like 3 nails back to back to back. And I decided I think I'm going to take a break on this nail teaks too. I feel like maybe it made my nails a little bit too strong and they were just snapping off. So I'm trying right now this Orly natural nail strengthener, and I feel like I am enjoying this a lot more um as opposed to the nail teak. So we'll see. I haven't broken too many nails on this, so I don't know. So you guys know when I break a nail, I don't enjoy my manicures as much. There's just something crazy in my head that tells me like short nails are not where it's at. And I love them on other people, but just for myself, I don't know. So anyway, I decided to wear this combination. I did not like love it. It was okay. So first of all, I put on Glisten and Glow in the shade Mystery Polish September 2020. This is the most beautiful like grass green with a bunch of different shade sizes of matte black glitters, and there's also some like iridescent glitters in here. I think I kind of regretted not wearing this on all my nails. Honestly, that was another reason I was not enjoying this manicure. I did it on a couple of nails after I had kind of already decided what I was going to do. So I couldn't like go back and just wear this on everything. And that was a mistake. This has the most amazing formula. The glitters came out so nicely on the nail. It was opaque in 2 coats. It was so beautiful. And I think I would have loved this on its own. Then I wore OPI in the shade Wan for the Ages. This was amazing as well. I really enjoyed this color. Great formula. 2 easy coats to get opaque. Just a beautiful flattering shade. It's really gorgeous. I think this is maybe the polish that threw me for a loop. So this is Pure Ice in the shade Saddle Me Up. I went off script with this. This was not on my March rack. This was sitting in my tray where I paint my nails because I was planning to possibly wear it at some moment in time in the past, like for Christmas, I think. And I just don't know how I feel about this, you guys. I remember loving these Pure Ice polishes so much, but this has a very prominent gold shimmer, and I feel like I'm really discovering that I just do not enjoy gold shimmer. Like, I am not a gold shimmer girly. In some polishes, yes, but in most instances, I'm just not loving it. And so I think this threw off the whole look, one, and I just wasn't sure. So I'm going to look at my swatch pictures again and decide if I want to get rid of this out of my collection. The only reason that I'm sort of like hesitant and maybe a little bit like slow in deciding is because you can't get these anymore, right? So I may regret getting rid of this, but we'll see. As of right now, I'm like 90% sure this will not stick around in my collection. We'll see. Then I was going to try and wear Swamp Gloss in the shade Ouroboros from the Low Key Volume 2. I swear I had swatched this in the past. And then I was like, maybe I just got it in PR and I never got around to it. I don't know. When I tried to apply this, I did 3 coats on a couple of nails. And I just like was really realizing it was not building up in opacity. And so I just scratched it. It made me not want to go forward with this manicure. And I just I'm really sad. I wanted to love this because the glitter combination in here is so pretty. And I've debated sort of keeping it around as a topper, but then I'm like, you have so many things in here. Like you should literally just be able to pick something up and love it. And that's like kind of where I want to get my collection too. And I don't love this. And so I'm just gonna destash this. It's too thin for me. It did not work. So instead of going forward with that, I decided to put on China Glaze in the shade Defying. This was so beautiful, you guys. I was obsessed with this color. It's like the most beautiful, almost like a short, it's like the most beautiful, almost like a chartreuse green, but then it's like a little bit uglier than a chartreuse, which I'm here for. Great formula, 2 coats to get opaque, super, super flattering. I really was obsessed with this manicure. I was very excited about this. This was a gift from one of my friends, like in the boxes I've been telling you, I've been pulling polishes out to swatch. And this will be sticking around. It's so beautiful. Then I was tired of green. I was like getting burnt out. I put this on and it did definitely like end the month with a bang of all the greens. It made me happy. It had amazing formula, 2 coats to get opaque. All these little black flecks are so pretty. I'm so sad that this Rogue black fleck finish is no longer going to be a thing. Pour some acetone out for that because, oh my gosh, so sad. So, so sad. But this was so good, and I'm glad I have a ton of these in my collection that I still have yet to try. But this is so bright. It hasn't faded. I really enjoyed like the brightness on my skin tone. It just made me happy. This polish made me so happy. So this will be sticking around. Gorgeous, gorgeous polish. Then I participated in a endometriosis awareness collaboration. Um, and we all wore yellow. So this was to bring awareness to endometriosis. Um, and I decided to wear Restored by Polish in the shade Endo Awareness. I wore this last year for Endometriosis Awareness Month as well, and I just thought it fit so, so perfectly. This polish was designed, made in collaboration with Louise from Loopy Frog Nails. They are also an endometriosis warrior, and I'm just so happy to have this in my collection. I really enjoy it. Louise and I have chatted back and forth about experiences, and they have just been so, so sweet and thoughtful in sharing their story with me, and I hope they feel the same about me. And this is just a gorgeous yellow polish with some like white matte glitters, and then it also has some like holographic glitters in it. This has an amazing formula, 2 coats to get opaque. I don't wear a ton of yellow, but I do enjoy this polish on me. And I wish Restored by Polish would kind of come back to making polishes. If they are, I may be out of the loop. But I like that they do awareness things and then they donate to like charities or donate to things that sort of support the cause. So a little bit sad not to see them around much anymore, but this is an amazing polish and I really, really did enjoy it. On to the goals. Paint nails 2 times a week. I completely failed at that this month. I was sick. Justin was sick. I was having like a mental breakdown a couple times this month. I just did not have the motivation I needed to get what I needed to get done. And I do have some regrets about that. So for that, I'm gonna give myself a D. I don't think I totally failed, but I just did not do as good as I could have done. 1 topper a month. I'm going to give myself an A because I wore this Sinful colors and I loved it. 2 old well-loved polishes a month. I'm going to give myself a C because I wore one, but I did not wear two. Some of the polishes I wore are old, but I've never worn them before, so we'll give ourselves a C on that. A Skittle. I did do a Skittle. If you remember, I had this combination together, so we'll give ourselves an A for that. Swatch 5 older polishes. So I did not swatch any additional polishes this month. I felt like January and February, I was on fire with that. I think I swatched 30, maybe even 45 older OPIs. It could be even more than that for my Should They Stay or Should They Go series. And I was just kind of burnt out of doing that. I plan to get back into that here soon. And I kind of want to have a vote. Do you guys want to see Orly's? Do you guys want to see China Glaze? Those are the next two that I'm kind of hoping to get through. So let me know which one you would prefer to see if you have an opinion. So again, an F. Oil 2 times a day. I feel like I did pretty good on that. There was a little bit of a stretch where like I completely neglected my nails altogether, and I definitely had like farmer hands or like I don't know. It wasn't a girl who manicures look. I'll say that. I wasn't a girly who takes care of her nails and is obsessed with nail polish look. So I'm gonna give myself a B for that, I think. I mean, I did okay. Low buy. The low buy, the low buy. Oh my gosh, the low buy. So I've been tracking how much I have been spending, and I think I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop because as of right now, I have 257.99. I ran out of storage again. So low buy, the low buy that is not going very well. So I think I'm just gonna stop keeping track. So I said I have 257.93 left. It's only April. I purchased several polishes from Great Lakes Lacquer because they had some really pretty things that I missed in the past. I bought several polishes from the dollar store, Dollar Tree. I bought these LA Colors Color Craze. They come with these little gems. I never use the gems, but they had some really pretty stuff, so I bought these. I bought a Orly at TJ Maxx. I bought some other stuff from the dollar store in another trip, and I've just kind of been not keeping track here of what I'm spending. I think I'm gonna pick up what I want from the OPI Icons collection because a lot of you commented on my other video that you did and you enjoyed them. And so this is going to be an epic failure this year, and that's okay. Some years it's good, some years it's bad. My grandpa used to say sometimes chicken, sometimes feathers. I don't know what that means, but he would say that all the time, and I always thought it was funny. Sometimes low buy, sometimes all the buy. So yeah, so that is not going well. I will be giving myself an F for that for this month. So overall for the month, my grade, gosh, I'm gonna say it's probably a C this month, and that's probably being generous, to be honest with you. I'm grading on the curve right now because, you know, it's graduation season. Nobody wants to not graduate this year. So overall, I need to do better. Basically, that's just how it is. I need to do better. I'm getting ready to do a pedicure. I'm going to Arizona to watch Bruno Mars. I'm super excited. The concert is next Tuesday. Me and my son are leaving Monday. We're coming back Wednesday. So I need a pedicure because it's going to be super, super warm in Arizona. It's already warm here. I've been wearing covered toes just because I have been lazy and not pedicured. So I will be talking about pedicure polishes hopefully next month. But I can't decide what to put on my toes. I was thinking of like some sort of pastel shade for spring. Then I'm like, no, go into full summer mode. I'm not sure. Do you guys have any suggestions? If you do, leave them in the comments. Should I do like a neon? Should I do a pastel? What color family should I do? Um, but anyway, overall, it was a rough month. I mean, I did paint my nails. It just was not as much as I wanted to do. And I loved a few of the things I wore, but I didn't love everything, which I think just kind of slows me down too. I'm doing a little better in the month of April, but not as good as I should be yet again. This is only my second manicure of the month, but I am loving it actually. I wasn't sure how I felt about this China Glaze It's like a holographic, but I'm really enjoying it. This is China Glaze Mahalo at Me, is the holographic. And then I have an Orly, oh my goodness. I'll put it in the description box below as well as the name of all the other polishes I wore. So if you guys like this video, please make sure to click the like button down below. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do. Thanks you guys for watching. I will see you on the next video. I hope you are having an amazing evening. Bye.